Woke up at 6 to go to work at 8 and got off of both jobs at 10 p.m. What's the first thing I do? Narrate a battle. Why? Because I want to upload one tomorrow. Why? Because A, I love you guys and I don't spend enough time with you. B, this track is really cool, and I recycled this a bunch, and I was like, oh my god, I suddenly remembered it, so I figured I'd use it. C, Kecleon is really dope. If you don't have one yet, you need to get yourself like 30 to like 38 of them, because they're really cool. I mean, you can get more, you can get less than that. I'm using one, and it's working out freaking fantastic. This game is against a guy by the name of Jay, and it was stuff. It was basically like this in the stream the entire time. I was like, stuff that looks UU, stuff that is blatantly not OU, bring that shit, and we'll have a good time. So that's basically how a lot of my battles are going to go. Maybe I'll dabble in OU. I feel like that's best reserved for Pokemon Showdown, where you can watch me fuck up live as opposed to post-narrated, because I don't have any kind of explanation for that. So I paralyzed the Jellicent, which I think might, I don't know if it actually comes into play later, truth be told. I was thinking about it, it's like, probably not. So, I decided to go out into my Spirit Tomb right now. Turns out he taunts, this is okay. I do have Will-O-Wisp and Pain Split on this guy, but I'm at full HP, it's already conditioned, I'm not too worried about it. I have Shadow Sneak and Sucker Punch, he predicts the Shadow Sneak excellently. I do have Dual Stab going on in this guy, however, and I get off a nice chunk on this thing as he decides to go for a T-Bolt. It's just, I wouldn't call this a standard Spirit Tomb set by far, just because it's got max attack and max HP. I guess it's kind of a more offensively oriented one with utility moves. I don't know. I'm a big fan of what I have going on right now. It's got recovery, it's got Will-O-Wisp, and it's got cool stuff. So switches out to dodge the Sucker Punch. I'm realizing that I really don't have anything for this because I believe I might have still been taunted, and I don't think I can take a hit anyways. He goes for a Flare Blitz on my Magmortar, and it does a lot more than I thought it would, which actually kind of sucks. And I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to hit him with a Specs Fire Blast. And that's going to do it. First off, I live on 1. That's actually really cool. But Specs Fire Blast does not really even do that much. So I'm thinking he's more of a defensive variant of Arcanine with Flare Blitz, Extreme Speed, probably Will-O-Wisp and Morning Sun is what I'm smelling that this Rock Dog is cooking. Just going to go for Shadow Sneak. I don't know. He's really, really freaking bulky. That's a max attack Shadow Sneak. I definitely expect that I have to do a little bit more, not to overestimate Spirit Tomb at all. But this Arcanine is carrying a suspicious amount of bulk. It's definitely got some HP investment. So, enter Kecleon. Kecleon is going to be a huge freaking badass in this game. Kecleon was probably my MVP for the entire stream. Oh man, I love this thing so much. So, this is a straight up offensive, just physically offensive Protean set. I don't know why he didn't suspect Sucker Punch, because Kecleon gets priority out the ass. It gets 3 priority moves, which it technically gets stab on all of them. Not technically, it does, thanks to Protean. And it gets Power Up Punch, so let's get that shit boosted. I go for Shadow Sneak right here to dodge a Body Slam, because I was like, okay, I don't want to take damage, and it turns out he just runs Thunder Wave for Para anyway, so it's like, okay, that's fine. But I go for a Power-Up Punch right here because I no longer have priority. He's stuck going for Return to hit me as a Ghost type, and now I'm at +1, and this thing is just playing around with the cow, slapping the stupid white. Somebody at Game Freak had to animate those nipples. Think about that for a second while it switches out, and I go for a Shadow Sneak on this thing again. I was initially just trying to repeat the cycle, you know, go for Shadow Sneak and then just go for another Power Punch, kind of similar to the Shadow Cat thing that was going on in VGC a little while back. But I get off a really bit. That's only +1 Adamant Life Orb. I keep saying technically, but Kecleon is a Ghost type. When it does it, it 2-hit KO to Jellicent. Who do you think you are, Kecleon? You are a freaking animal. I unfortunately doubt how much a Sucker Punch is going to do to Flygon at +1, because Kecleon's cool, but its offensive stat isn't really anything to write home about. I've got a dedicated physical wall on the team. I figure, you know what, it's only +1. I'm not missing out on anything big. But I decided to switch out into Big Foofy, because Big Foofy has Foof, and it's big. So, if that makes any kind of sense right now, you see the thing on his head? That's a Foofy. And it's a big one. So he's really defensive, and he scares off the Flygon. Woohoo. End of story. It's a Resto Chesto set, just so you can get your Cotton Guards up. It's got T-Wave, and it's got Return. I have no business T-Waving this. Why is this thing named Hasbro? I just realized that. Oh, I get it, because it's a toy. It's a doll. It was a toy that turned into a doll and Hasbro. Okay, I just got it. I like that. I didn't even think about it. But Ice Beam is not really doing anything to Big Foofy. Return is like a 4-hit KO. I'm not sure if I'm max happiness with this thing or if this thing is just physically defensive. I really can't tell. This thing is not offensively invested. I kind of want to say am max happiness, and I just don't really have that big of an offensive stat. That's okay. You know, Ice Beam isn't really doing shit. Psyshock, if he has it, probably won't be doing shit either. And yeah, so he went for a special attack, which he had to pick on my weaker of my 2 defenses. Also, this shit right here, look at that Milk Tank shake it. Jesus, look at him go. But yeah, this is really pointless. I was like, all right, let's outstall a Milk Tank. No, it's not happening. Milk Tank's carrying Milk Drink. I will run out of returns long before. But look at how much his return's doing. That's actually kind of noteworthy that it does like maybe 2 damage. I got into Rock Lobster because I really wanted an Armaldo, and I've really wanted to name a shiny Armaldo Rock Lobster for the longest time. But I've had to abbreviate it and cut out the spaces, and now that they extended it out to 12 letters, it is perfect. Sign me up for that. But I'm okay with switching this in because it's actually a Rock Polish 3-attack Lumberry set, which is why I switched it in immediately in the first place. So I'm just going to go for another... Did I go for an X-Scissor in the first place? In hindsight, I probably should have gone for 2 Stone Edges because if one of them crit, I definitely would have been able to take him out. Yeah, the roll on that one kind of sucks. And now he is he actually faster than me, or is he paralyzed? I think he's paralyzed too, honestly, but I think he still naturally outspeeds me. So he goes for return. I'm not sure if he had Milk Drink or didn't have it. I was pretty comfy with just going for Stone Edges as a whole. Maybe didn't. I saw T-Wave. I saw return. I think that's all I saw, to be honest. Whatever. So he goes for a Stone Edge with Flygon. It was actually a pretty smart play just because if he went for Earthquake, I ought to win because I have Braviary, so locking himself in on Stone Edge definitely is an okay move to go for. I switch into this thing to get some damage off with the Fake Out, and then I can go for a possibly Shadow Sneak or Sucker Punch. I'm noticing it's really not doing that much, but I'm just going to go for a Shadow Sneak anyways. I probably could have gone for Sucker Punch. I don't know. It wasn't going to take it out anyways, even with a little bit higher damage output. What is it? Shadow Sneak goes up to 60 with Stab. Sucker Punch goes up to 120, so double damage? I gotta see his HP. Why are we not showing me the HP bar, game? Thank you. Anyway, we get to watch Big Foofy choke on the Paras twice, possibly 3 times. It's really stressful when a dedicated physical wall does this to you. So, Stone Edge, which ordinarily... Look at that! That was 3 hits to KO, and I got parried on 2 of them. That sucks so bad. But if there's anything my Braviary is all about, it's about justice, because that shit is awesome. So, Stone Edge misses, and I'm able to Brave Bird for the win. I don't know how much Stone Edge would have done, nor do I care, because fuck you, and fuck your double paras. I say hacks definitely evened out in the end there, because honestly, that was, I think, the only hacks going on in the game. And then it just instantly evens itself out. That was beautiful. So that was the game's a little bit of a quicker one. I don't know if it was the narration that was quick or it was the game that was quick. Really can't tell. Really don't care. Anyways, that was the game. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did do you know what you can do? It's been like 560 of these. I'm pretty sure you can leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe and do your thing, which actually consists of all 3 of them. It's like me saying ATM machine. I really don't care. I've been doing it for that long. But yeah, 3 videos in a row. Let's see if I can get a 4. Yeah, sounds fun. Yeah. Okay. Bye.